I just found myself actually preparing for the war that may or may not happen in the foreseen future. It's hard to describe. I'm from Ukraine, Dnipro, about 200 kilometers from the war zone that's already there for 8 years, and we all here kind of used to the Russian-baked shit that happening in the east. However, now everything seems different. I'm genuinely sure that they'll try to cut the whole country in half. This situation hit something deep inside. I lost all my friends, all I have is my wonderful sister and grumpy mother. I've never been in an actual fight, I'm just a random copywriter who just lives his life, smokes weed, plays bass, doing dojo and trying to find his second half. Next week I'm going to join the army and soon I'll be dead or become a murderer in order to protect my wonderful sister and my grumpy mother for no reason. Or maybe not. Edit, sigh, here we go. They're here, 3 hours driving from our house. I mean actual house. Edit 2. No, I'm not in the army, I decided to join volunteer paramedic courses. Thousands of people here helped me to switch toward this direction as well. Thank you all for such warm words. It's hard to keep your head cold these days, nom sayin'. My family shows no will to move from our town, so am I. On February 22, Russian troops invaded Ukraine from the Eastern Front. After that we have a lot of reports about pinpoint artillery skirmishes from their side, however, I don't trust anything I see on the web. Hybrid war is based on misinformation, so I have to take this into account. On February 23, Ukrainian government's planning to legalize firearms and declare a state of emergency. The most hilarious part is that we are still on a visa-free regime with Russia. There's no military response or clashes from the Ukrainian side so far. Is it possible to keep you guys in touch via this thread with editing? Or should I simply make new posts? Or a sub? I've never done such threads before. For those who think that I'm a bot, I will not show any personal credentials to strangers, I'm not 5 years old. Edit February 24, Kiev, Odessa, Dnipro, Kharkiv are under attack, we put down 2 Russian aircrafts, it's 8 a.m. Edit February 24, we put down 4 tanks and 6 aircraft, Russians pushing tanks from south and east, actual combat begins. Edit February 24. Some say Kherson's fallen, 300k citizens large. Dnipro's quiet, Kiev is under pressure, Odessa is under pressure. Edit February 25. I'm with a volunteer HQ right now, donated blood already, filling supplies, driving people around. Speaking of the war, they're focusing on Kiev heavily, bombing civilian buildings, few hospitals were also destroyed, these fucking apes also took Chernobyl's atomic station last night, so we may see the actual apocalypse, which I guess may also touch Europe heavily. Guys from EU, I'd recommend you to fresh your memory in terms of radiation civilian protection instructions. Russia broke so many humanistic laws it's indescribable. On the south, we have heavy clashes for 16 hours at this point. Kharkiv stands still, Dnipro, my town, extremely mobilized and rushed into hot areas. Edit February 28. Volunteering 24/7, constantly rushing between shelters and buying medicine for wounded. Thank God for cryptocurrency. Depression and sleep deprivation. We'll go on trenches tomorrow. I'm on territorial defense waiting list, enormous number of volunteers. Russians bombing citizens, 15 dead children so far. Today each Ukrainian is brother and sister. A lot of traitors in high command, special forces working on them pretty rough. I have no energy, 2 days without sleep on CrossFit regime. Fuck war. They switched towards airstrikes and artillery today, mainly citizens. Because we're fucking grinding them on land clashes. Edit March 6. I was preparing for the war. But how can one be prepared for genocide and nuclear terror? Thousands of civilians are slaughtered like livestock. I'm focusing on wounded in local hospital. Can you imagine the ambient sound of Bosch's triptych? This is life right now. It's fucking hell. Thank you all. If nuking Ukraine means saved people from Europe and the US, guess it's a fair price. The West will not join the war, it's clear by now. We are alone here. Edit March 23. Things are sort of getting stabilized. We're slowly surrounding and boiling them in Kiev upskirts. Mariupol is a tragedy, can't say, but civilian casualties may be up to 10k plus there. Google Mizantsev, this sick fuck is responsible for civil bombardment orders. As well as raping, looting, kidnapping, deporting civilians from Mariupol to fucking gulags. My town is under daily bombardments for 6 days, they're launching rockets from Crimea and Caspian Sea. Yesterday they dropped something big, as the report says 2 Ural size combined, that was loud. I left Territorial Defense Forces, because we're basically protecting guys who protect a tree. Waste of time, money and resources. No trainings, mainly because it's too many of us wasting time. Now I'm personally focused on vests and helmet manufacturing. It's not possible to get this stuff from Europe. In Ukraine we're out of stock since day 2, so we said fuck it, we'll make our own. So we get 150 tons of armored steel, already made 1,000 good vests with dampers and plate carriers, no saying. A good friend of mine, he's drummer, we've played together for years. He lost his mother, 7 years old sister lost her arm and leg, father in coma. That was phosphorus bomb, shelter didn't help.